Doesn't look like anyone's been here in a while. Perhaps people lost faith. Or forgot about it.
Enough! I'm taking my parents away from here. I'm taking them away from you!
I have my family back. And now I can't even look them in the eye. I don't deserve to be anyone's daughter.
That's not true.
Not even close.
I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to see me like this.
Alive? Free? Feeling? I've dreamt for years of seeing you like this.
Shadowheart is as much part of who I am as Jennifer. I can't just forget her. That's not what I do anymore.
This is the court of the Dread Lord's Tribunal. I am its custodian. Here come those who seek to transcend, aspirants of his most profane order, the would-be unholy assassins of Baal. But you are no mere aspirant. I did not expect to see you again. I have heard it said you lost your memories. Let me revive them. You were once Baal's favorite.
Another will embrace what you have rejected.
But you were foolish enough to think yourself untouchable. You didn't see Orin rising through the ranks. You were blinded by her artistry, her devotion. You believed she worshipped you as much as all the others. But now, you have returned. Tell me, are you here to have your vengeance on my granddaughter?
Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cinderellimouse and I'm back with Baldur's Gate. In the last video we went to the murder tribunal and confronted Sarevok Anchev, who was the supervillain from the original game, and yeah, we dealt with that situation. And I thought today we'd have a bit of a filler episode of kind of exploring the graveyard, kind of next to Cando Hallow's tombstones. There's like a church there, and there's some information kind of about different origin characters in there and just quite a few different bits of lore. So it is going to be a bit more of a filler episode, but we'll get into a couple of scrapes I think and see how that goes. Now I did plan for this video, but I did it about 3 weeks ago, so I'm so sorry for the lack of videos recently. I came down with a throat and what was becoming a bit of a lung infection, and I just had to rest and recover. I literally lost my voice for like an entire week. I could barely talk. And it's still a little bit scratchy. I'm still kind of feeling the effects of that, so if I have to kind of clear my voice a little bit, I'm gonna do so. So for some of you who are a bit sensitive to kind of like those kind of sounds, like phlegmy sounds, just kind of giving you a bit of a heads up on that. And hopefully I am going to be able to do this whole episode without losing my voice. And yeah, we'll kind of see how it goes. So I do want to get into it. I don't feel very prepared because like I say, I did my prep 3 weeks ago, so I've kind of forgotten everything. But I do know the game quite well, so I feel like I'm gonna kind of know where I'm going. I do remember from my very brief notes, which I definitely should have done a bit more information on, that we can speak to the reporter. If I go to Basilisk's Gate, so for the first part, I'm going to take Cordia, Astarion, Shadowheart, and Karlach. What's Karlach doing? What are you wearing on your head, girl? That's crazy. Yeah, so this is my original gang, but later on we're going to take Dirge because Dirge needs to bury Quill, who was the bard that he killed instead of Alfira. Sorry, I just realised I was really low down. And so yeah, we'll go and give Quill a proper burial. She always wanted to go to Baldur's Gate, so we're going to make that happen. And also bury her with, because she was looking for love, and there was that guy that we found in the basement of the Flaming Fist, in the basement of the murder tribunal, and he had like a love letter to Quill, so I kind of feel like they were destined to be together, and unfortunately like the fates didn't make that happen. So I thought if we bury Quill with the guy who was in love with her, she was looking for love, I feel like that's kind of fulfilling her destiny in a bit of a way, you know, at least she got, you know, maybe they can be together in the afterlife or something. And there's also, I think Will has the body of that little girl that we found in Cazador's palace. Is she called Victoria? I'm not 100% sure, but she was like the little girl who, like her dad was trying to protect her from the vampires, and unfortunately one of the vampires did attack her, and she had like that ring of kind of necrotic damage. So yeah, we can also kind of bury her as well and kind of lay her to rest. But I do want to speak to, is she called Estra Stir? Because we actually, do you remember we killed Edvard Needle, the guy who runs the newspaper, because he was a bit of a baddie and he was spreading like misinformation. So we kind of dealt with that problem, and they've got a new editor now. So I feel like, and we published a good article about us. So she has a bit of extra dialogue, and yeah, let's see what she has to say.
Can you believe the injustice? Our beloved editor falls in the line of duty, and they don't give me his job. Disgusting.
That's so funny. Oh yeah, so I've never seen that before, so I thought that was quite interesting. I kind of wanted to show you that. Are we going to get some companion chatter? This is my question.
I wouldn't mind doing a little shopping in the city.
So, I think I may have overdone it with the black and purple for, oh, my entire life. Your look serves you well, though.
I'm 10 years behind. Don't want the youths to think I'm not, you know, up with the times.
The youths! I really like when we kind of catch up with... no, I won't say. I'll wait until we actually do it. So let's run back here. This is Candle Hallow's tombstone, so this is where the murder tribunal was. So I'm going to kind of run past this, and we're going to explore this graveyard area.
Everything you've got on you.
Rich of you to talk about someone else's heart, Karlach. But I must admit, my chest has been feeling a touch lighter recently.
It suits you beautifully.
There is so much going on.
Most things do.
Oh, okay. So I was trying to see what these two were saying. It's like they're doing like a dodgy deal. Like, I don't know, some blackmail going on or something. Why are his hands a different colour to his head? I mean, I don't mean to judge. But then we had some companion chatter as well, which I kind of feel like I missed. So, Karlach. So our vamp isn't so heartless after all. Rich of you to talk about someone else's heart, Karlach. But I must admit, my chest has been feeling a touch lighter recently. It suits you beautifully. And then the story says, yes, most things do. I love him. Okay, I love, like, healed Astarion, honestly.
You don't want none of this. Trust me.
Very brightly coloured dragon there. Jitters Corbwell.
It's not what it looks like. I promise.
Are you sure? Because it does look slightly sus, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so this is around the back of the Elf Song Tavern. Do you know where the guy's like giving people the leftovers? But we are interested in going in here. I don't think there's anything too interesting in this area around here. But I'll just have a run around just in case we kind of like discover some buried treasure or something. But there's a guy kind of around here somewhere. Where is he? There should be a guy. Oh, here he is. He's kind of like making coffins.
I want to have a word.
Ulkoff Sully.
Let's get going.
He seems very busy. He's kind of running back into...
The city is chock-a-block with bodies, thanks to these murders. I can barely keep up with all the orders.
My throat's feeling sore already. I've had Manuka honey, you know, like the proper expensive kind, because it's got like antiviral properties and stuff like that, and it's really soothing. So I had a big spoonful of Manuka honey to kind of like ease it before I did this, but I can already feel that tightness. So I don't know how far we're gonna get today, but let's try. Also, if I look a mess, I've been bed rotting, so I'm a little bit greasy. I'm not quite as presentable as I would like to be. Oh, look at this lady here. Mortark Grace Cyri.
Death's blessings upon you. I am Mortark's sire, devotee of Kelemvor. I pray you find comfort among the dead, as I do. To rid ourselves of the coils of flesh is a beautiful thing.
Is it though? I mean, circumstantially, I don't think a lot of people are going to share that sentiment. I love Kelemvor though. Like, I like playing or creating NPCs that are clerics of Kelemvor, so I get really excited about her because I like it. It's kind of Kelemvor, he's the god of the dead, but he's kind of a bit like Hades, Pluto, Dispater. He has this kind of like, it's just his job, right? It's just his job to make sure the dead stay where they're going, that the souls go where they're going. And so he's not like an evil god. He's more like Osiris, I guess. He's like, are you guys talking? Who's talking? Oh, it's these people up here. Okay, well, let's see what this little girl's got to say.
I will do what I can.
Actually, should we work our way around? Let's work our way around. Let's start here, because there's a lot of tombstones to read.
This tombstone has been vandalized. Its original wording replaced with Vampires are real.
Friend of yours, Astarion? Is this where we woohooed?
The stone on this vandalized tomb now reads, Fear the Lord of Bones. He never dies.
Is that Jurgle, our bestie with us?
Here lies Anna Marie, my nanny, but good as mum.
Oh, so this kid's at this grave, so let's see.
Rest in peace, Janina. Beloved mother, gone too soon.
Oh, it's her mum?
They got the bad man, Mum, so we're safe now. You don't have to worry about me. I'll be okay.
Was her name on the list? Like, was she on the list of, like, the people that, who's the little red dwarf guy? I can't remember his name. Like, but we killed him. He was, like, the assassin, and he had that list of murder victims. Was she one of them? Like, you can't prevent that murder. Like, by the time we find him, he's already, like, started going down that list. But at least we got him, you know?
Honoured Commander Harold Logerson, killed by deceitful followers of Baal.
Another one.
We will not let this happen again.
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Here rest the remains of Ronnie Morello. Cause of death, starvation.
That is quite sad. Let's have a look up here. This I want to come back to. Let's go and speak to these people first. So we've got Anita Fisher and Elias Fisher.
I am not leaving until Lily has a goddamned coffin. I'm sorry, but our baby girl... Our baby...
I know, love. I know. If you're here for a burial, good luck. The carpenter around back claims there's a backlog. We asked for a child-sized coffin, but I said it'll take a month.
Oh. Like, you think they'd prioritise the children? I don't know, but again, like, if there's a big demand, it's not like you can judge how much people are grieving or something. It is kind of first come, first served, I guess. But just dig a hole and dump the body, far cheaper. That's me. I'm not really about funerals unless it's kind of, I love it. I love, you know, the pomp and ceremony of like a big grand funeral, like a really traditional funeral. You know, like when the Queen died, for example, like that kind of grandeur I think is really cool. But like on average, I like, once you're dead, like, do you really care? Do you like, I'd rather the money went to the living, you know? It's like, I don't want to spend $5 on a funeral when that could go towards my kids' university fees. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't think it's worth kind of spending a lot of money on funerals. I'm kind of like, yeah, stick them in a hole. Stick me in the forest. Like, just let me rot in the forest. Let me feed the mushrooms. I'll be happy with that. Anyway. Just dig a hole. We're not going to say that. Cordia she's a cleric. She's very empathetic. She's going to say, you lost your child? Oh, I'm so sorry.
7 years of age. And murdered. What kind of monster hurts a little girl?
Shush, love. We're going to get Lily a coffin, all right? Give her the burial she deserves.
The name as well, Lily, because obviously lilies are associated with death. I'm not even, there's loads of coffins. Just use one of these. Is there anything in any of these? Look, they're empty. Use this one. I guess these are for people who are like awaiting the funerals. I don't know where they're going to bury them. This graveyard's pretty full. We can go in here as well and talk to this lady. I don't know if it's just like the face that they've used, but she's kind of giving hag energy. I don't want to say that just because she's an older woman. I don't know if it's like her voice as well. Fae ancestry. I don't know, but it does say she's a humanoid. It doesn't say she's a hag, so I don't know, she's carrying the axe as well.
My sweet.
I wonder if she was intended to be a hag.
I'm sorry for your loss, but it will be a 10-day before I can take your departed. Maybe more. If you notice any odours before then, treat the body with jasmine, honeysuckle, whatever you can get.
Like, she's trying to help, you know? She's trying to give advice. She's like, look, desperate times, this is what you can do. But you see what I mean? She's kind of giving Auntie Ethel vibes.
Well, it sounds like you're very busy.
Well, there is a serial killer on the loose. Business is booming, unfortunately.
Was a serial killer. We actually slaughtered him in cold blood. It's fine. Having said that, like, Orin is also still on the loose and a number of other bar lists, so we do need to deal with that problem eventually. Who is this serial killer targeting? Maybe it's a different one.
Can't say. There are 100 theories, but I see no pattern in who comes through me door. Mind you, fear is taking more lives than any one killer. The whole city is on edge. Ready to draw steel.
Ooh, people are jumpy.
I only hope that the worst is behind us now that this killer has been dealt with.
So she does know. Yeah, thanks to us. Well, Dirge, to be fair. I'm looking for a grave. Name of N. Kerwin? I can't remember why. I feel like it's something to do with Nine Fingers. Let me just switch character a second and see what this is about. Like, I don't know what I've done with this letter or anything. Yeah, I don't remember. Okay, I'm looking for a grave, name of M. Kerwin. I think it's something to do with Nine Fingers. I think it's like a letter that says something like... Actually, do you know what? I'm going to Google it. Okay, so it was a letter that was on Gomwick. Do you remember? Right, you know Scratch. You remember Scratch, the dog that we have at camp. So when we first found Scratch, he was like guarding his previous owner's body, and his previous owner was a mailman. Basically, he was like a runner, and so when we inspected the body of Gomwick, Scratch's previous owner, we found, I think it was like 3 or 4 letters, and it was on him. And so it's a long time ago that we found this, but it says, written in irregular scrawl, this letter offers an olive branch. Nine Fingers Keen, right? She's like the criminal overlord of the city. I won't come back to the city, not while you've got your thugs looking for me. If you want the debt paid, you'll have to trust me and collect it yourself. Go to the graveyard and look for an M. Kerwin, where an M. Kerwin is buried. Get digging and you'll find enough valuables to settle matters between us. So there's a false grave with some valuables in, which we could recover and take to her. Maybe that would get us on good terms when we first go and approach her, because we're going to go and talk to her soon. So yes, I'm looking for a grave name of N. Kerwin.
Kerwin? Oh yeah. He's just outside under the great willow with the drooping branches. It's good of you to come. He hasn't had any visitors in a long time.
Because he's not actually there. I just want to pay my respects and dig it up.
It's important to remember those who have gone before us. I wish there were more like you.
So she's very friendly to us now, but if we do get caught digging up any of the graves, she is quite angry with us. She's a lot less friendly. Okay, I want to go and sort out this whole coffin business for these two. So I'm going to go back and speak to this guy and see if we can convince him to maybe prioritize Lily's coffin, although he does seem very, very stressed. I'm actually going to save as well. Okay. Hi, Ulkov Sully.
The city is chock-a-block with bodies, thanks to these murders. I can barely keep up with all the orders.
I'm not leaving without a coffin. I feel like I should have more options here. I'm not sure what's going on with this. Let's say it a little bit nicer. I understand that you're very stressed and very busy, but I'm afraid I really need a coffin for the parents who've lost their child. And you know what? There's people who need employment around the back of the Elf's On Tavern. Just go and employ some more labourers.
Then you'll be a long time standing. Now, you want to bump someone else to the back of the queue? Fine, but it'll cost you.
Okay, so is it morals or is it a bribe? So we do have this Cleric of Illustory option. This is for a child, an innocent soul. Make a coffin. It's the right thing to do. Let's try this. Okay, Shadowheart, can you give me Evil Splendor, please? Do you know what? Let's take... we only get this once. Let's save that just in case we need it for anything more important. But Astarion can give us guidance. We should be able to do this. Give me guidance, guys. Yay! Easy. There we go. 28.
Bloody hells. Fine. Tell them they could pick it up at sunset. Now, get out of my sight.
Thank you so much, dear. Empathy for the fallen. Will is inspired. So I like that we can resolve this situation. I don't know how many people realise that you can do that, but this little side quest, I really, really like this. It's the sort of thing I like to do if I'm playing D&D as well.
Something's on my mind.
I won't bury Lily without a coffin. I refuse.
No one's suggesting that. You've just got to figure this out.
I'm sorry, the graphics are really grainy as well. It's this area specifically. I think it's something to do with the lighting. It always looks really icky, especially like around the trees. So I am sorry about the graphics today. You're the carpenter is making one for you now. Don't ask questions. No, we didn't do anything bad, so that doesn't make sense. Your daughter's coffin will be ready soon. I took care of it.
You did? You hear that, honey?
Lily was our world. Knowing that she'll be able to be put to rest properly makes things easier. Thank you.
No trouble at all. I think we can actually talk to them again for a little bit more dialogue, so let me just do that.
Thank you. I can't tell you how much this means to us. And to our little girl.
Aww. I mean, we do have some necromancy spells, if that could be useful to you. Oh, no, same one. Okay. I think as well, does she have a little bit extra because we did that?
I'm sorry for your loss, but oh, you're back.
No, no extra.
Kelemvor's blessings.
Thank you. But let's have a quick poke around here. I don't think there's anything too interesting in this area. Let me know if there is anything that I'm missing, but let's just have a quick check and see if there's a little bit more like lore about the world building of what's going on here. There's this letter. Ali's last wishes. Valmorba. As requested, here are my final wishes for once Kelemvor has summoned me. So this is like a will. Apologies, I could not deliver them in person. My condition is progressing and I dearly wish to clear my reading backlog while I still can. Precious time is better spent between the pages of a good book than on chores. I'm sure you understand. In lieu of flowers, I'd like any mourners to spend the gold on helping the strays of the city. That is so sweet. Like, this is what I mean. Like, don't waste money on things. Like, you know, I don't want to put the flower sellers out of business. You know, obviously there's a lot of good money to be made if you have a florist near a funeral parlor or near a graveyard, but and it is nice, like it is a nice gesture to take flowers to the grave of someone, so I don't want to put them out of business. But you know, it's better, instead of spending like a vast fortune on like a really expensive bouquet that is just gonna basically rot, right? Like, do some good with it, do some good for the living, whether that be animals or people. There are too many grey muzzles and sad eyes to behold for my liking. And like, it's like that means more to the person than like, what, a bouquet of flowers. Like, so like that's what's important to them. Beyond that, a simple coffin and a pleasant corner of your graveyard is all I ask. That and the following to be read to the mourners on the day of my burial. Rest assured they shall grasp its meaning. Oh, is there a hidden message in here? To my friends and family, I know the running joke has been that I'm prone to missing appointments and shirking responsibilities, but behold, I am here as promised and prepared in advance. I write this knowing it may be the last time I put ink on parchment, so know that every word is true. Matty, I know we had our ups and downs, true, but I'm glad we parted on an up. It's amazing what rallying to help save the city can do for familiar relations. And I love stuff like this in games as well. Like, it's not the most interesting detail of the game, it's not the most compelling moment, but I think this kind of lore building of what it's like for normal people, you know, what are the concerns of the citizens, it really adds like depth and flavour to the game. And I think it's really good as well to have like representation in media of these kind of situations, because for the people who are living, who are kind of going through a grieving process or who are reaching the end of their days, I think it's really cathartic to explore these kind of themes through media and gameplay. It's amazing what rallying to help save a city can do for familiar relations. I'll be there at your side for the final battles, even if you cannot see me. Add a few notches to your sword hilt for me, eh? I am blessed to have you as a brother, as is TJ to have you as a father. TJ, so Matty's child, promise me you'll continue to be yourself. Keep studying, writing and working on your music. I'll remain your constant fan, even if you can't see me. And the lore of D&D is that people survive death, right? They go somewhere. Normally, they kind of go to the Shadowfell, like temporarily when they first die. Like, you know, that's kind of like the window of like whether they can be given CPR and recovered, or whether you can like pick them up or whatever. But like once they like die, they go to the Fugue Plane where Kelemvor judges them, and that's where they kind of get picked up by their patron deities and taken to wherever they reside. So for example, if your patron's the Raven Queen, you go back to the Shadowfell with her. If your deity is like Eralyne, or one like the Elven gods, you go to like Avendor, I think. I don't know, I can't remember all the lore, like I'm probably getting it wrong, but like depending on your patron, like that's where you go. And that's why like religion and belief is so important in D&D and the Forgotten Realms, because like if you don't have a patron deity, you become literally a brick in the wall of souls, and you kind of like fade away in the wall of souls. So yeah, or you can become like, you can make a deal with the devil and become a lemur. So like if you you know, choosing the correct deity and like being loyal to them, like that is such a good motivation. If you're like creating a D&D character, I really like my players to think about this. It's like, because it's important to the world lore, it's like, who is your patron deity? How loyal are you to them? How far do you stray from the path? Like, how important is this to you? And then, or is it not important at all? And then if they do die, if a character dies in D&D as a dungeon master, I like to then play what happens to them in the afterlife. It's like, that's not the end for them. It's like, okay, so you've left this plane, where are you now, kind of thing. Like, what happens next? And then it also gives people like a window of you know, if they really like that character and they're not ready to give up on that character, you know, say it's an accidental death, it gives the team ways to bring them back, right? It gives them time, and like they can negotiate with gods, or like they can go into these realms to like literally go and get them and bring them back, or you know, maybe they do make some kind of deal with the devil on the other side. Like, there's a lot of gameplay of like either, or even just having that conclusion, having like the good send-off to that player character, to be like, okay, your god comes to you and you're taken to that place that you knew that would be your final resting place. Like, I really like that, rather than just being like, right, your character's dead, make a new one, you know? So okay, TJ, promise me you'll continue to be yourself. I've got one player who is like basically playing about 10 gods off against each other. They're like signing deals with devils. They're kind of like, Shah's got an interest in them because of the parentage, and like they're just basically like, every god, I'm gonna like, if that god needs a favor, I'm on it. It's like they're really making those assurances. They've actually died. They're in a dungeon dead at the moment. So when I get back to that campaign, I need to think about like, where are they going? Because I don't know if there's gonna be like a little god fight over them. Anyway, I'm waffling, sorry. Where am I? TJ, promise me, blah, 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 blah. I'll remain your constant fan, even if you can't see me. Give the rest of the world a chance to see who you are. The person I've long been privileged to know. That's really sweet. Sawyer, I'd happily trade every scrap of gold in the counting house for a few more moments of your company. No matter how dismal the world seemed at times, I always had our friendship to keep me going. That is lovely. I wish I was as good at writing shit like this. You know, like, do you know when people pass around like a birthday card, or like, you know, someone's leaving work and like, here's the farewell card. I'm always like, bye. Nice knowing you. I can never think of something good to write. I hope you bring my goddaughter to visit me from time to time. She has full permission to play atop of my grave if she wishes. That's really sweet. Now wipe your tears and find a cozy tavern to share stories about me. I'll never be gone so long as you remember me, and be good, the lot of you, or I'll be back to haunt you. Oh, my love, Ali. That is so sweet. I'm glad we read that. What's this here as well? Gravekeeper's Journal. A diary written in beautiful archaic script. Drawings of flowers detail every page. Today was difficult, but then again, what day hasn't been lately? It was a child this time. She was young and beautiful, her face peaceful despite the brutality of her death. Her parents only had coppers, but I waived my fee. I know I shouldn't. My savings are perilously low these days, but considering how she must have suffered, it was the least I could do for her family. I don't know if this is the old woman or the person patrolling the graveyard, so I'm just using whatever voice. I asked her parents if she had any favourite scents. It's probably the old woman. They told me she loves the sea. A water baby, they called her. I prepared the body with weave moss, styling her hair with chutler's oil. They cried when they saw her, hugging me, thanking me. I never felt a deep connection to the gods, but that is the Mortark purview, not mine. Oh, so it is the old woman, because Mortark is the woman outside. But moments like today give me purpose. As a gravekeeper, I provide comfort in grief, beauty in death, peace in sorrow. I only wish I didn't have to do it so often. There we go. I tried. There was an attempt. There's also a old newspaper, Baldur's Mouth. Elturel Infernal, a city drawn into Avernus. So this is an older one. Obviously, all the tieflings that we met at the Grove have escaped Avernus. Duke Ravengard on official mission to Elturel. Yeah, so this is definitely an old one. Scandal strikes the Vanther family. The legend of Old Cholmes. Gang war rumoured to be between arms smugglers. This is Nine Fingers Keen, the Zentarim and the Stone Lord, which we're currently investigating. Admission rules tightened for the Upper City. Well, we know about that. And where did the fog go? Banished by Umberlee. Hello, Mr. Crow. Okay, so let's keep going. Again, like I said, this is a bit of a filler episode. We're kind of exploring all these little nooks and crannies. Let's start. Oh, we've got the post box as well.
Let's have a look.
We can also go into all these crypts, but I'm gonna explore the surface and then we'll go underground. Kelemvor's Mercy. Or Kelemvor. I think it's Kelemvor. I say Kelemvor. It's me just mispronouncing things. Honourable Mortarch Skyer. My neighbours, a lovely couple in the prime of their lives, were found dead in their house yesterday. A burglary had gone wrong by the looks of it. They leave behind a young girl and no money for a burial. Another, like, wait, hang on, is this them? The odour is already potent and they'll be thrown in the Shanthar shortly. I'm sure you get many a letter like mine and I'm so sorry to add to your burden. Oh, no, this is like the opposite situation. Like the parents died, the kid's alive. I'm sure you get many a letter like mine, so I'm so sorry to add to your burden, but could you see it in your heart to perform rites for this poor couple? The neighbourhood has scraped together some coppers for the cost, but I confess it isn't much. May the Lord of the Dead grant them peace. Beldina Bone Knuckles. That's a great name. Like, the names in this game are so good. Okay, let's read some more tombstones.
Here lies Bargus freely. He should have looked before he left.
Oh.
Mighty Branwem, the Foehammer grants you honour in death.
I'm sure some of these are like references to previous games that I'm not aware of.
See Baldur, taken by Umberlee's rage, recovered by her grace.
Now we can dig these up, but...
This tombstone shows only the graven initials MT.
Empty.
No respect for the dead.
There's more to this graveyard than meets the eye.
Grint Thorg, fighter, lost in Durlag's tower. We couldn't recover your bodies, so we buried your 10-foot pole.
Okay. This grave on the end here, I think Shadowheart might have something to say about. Let me just see if I can trigger a dialogue. No, I think I have to click on it.
Here rests Alistair Manley,
Can't help
taken
but feel
too
a
soon.
twinge of sorrow at
Alistair.
his grave. But why? Who is this?
Okay, so this is another one of Shadowheart's forgotten memories. Alistair something?
Here rests Alistair Manley,
Alistair Manley.
taken too soon.
That name on the tombstone before, it meant nothing to me, yet I felt a pang of loss all the same.
I don't think we should be like dismissing what she's saying. I think we should say, what do you think it means?
I think I knew that man. I think he helped me somehow long ago. And I grieved when he died. Not all Sharans don robes and dark armor. Some people live perfectly normal lives on the surface, blending in utterly, so that they can serve the Dark Lady in utter secrecy. And not every skill that the Dark Lady asks of her followers can be taught in the shadows. Some can only be mastered on the streets, in daylight, amidst crowds. Lying, tailing, observing without being seen, picking a purse without being felt. I think I must have been sent to learn all these things from the man in that grave. Alistair Manley. Sounds human, and the grave wasn't recent. He must have died some time ago. And I mourned him already. He'd surely not have been buried here if he was exposed. He must have taken the secret of his faith to the grave, undiscovered. A very Sharan ending.
Okay, I'm just Googling to see if he's from previous games as well. Or if it's just from this game. I think it's just from this game. I was wondering if he's like a character from previous games, and like people would be like, oh, I remember Alistair, he taught me when I played Baldur's Gate 2, but apparently he's just from Baldur's Gate 3. I don't have anything else to say about this. Okay, Shadowheart, that's nice. Happy birthday. My love, you would have been 47 today. We celebrated with cake and ale. We sang your song. We imagined that you were there with us and what you'd say. Living without you doesn't hurt any less, but the pains become less harrowing. I adore you. And I think that's really interesting, like the idea of, because the Sharans are so harsh, right? Especially like those who are kind of like really involved, like Shadowheart was, and looking to be like Dark Justiciars and things, like they're really brutal. But like love does exist between them, you know, as we saw with Shadowheart and like her best friend down there. So what's her friend's name? I'm having a blank. Yeah, I'm having a blank, but I can definitely see why people turn to Shar, and I think Shar's a really interesting patron to have as a player. I would like Shadowheart to place a night orchid on this grave because this person was like important to her. So let's go ahead and like do that. There we go.
Just a small remembrance from one who can scarcely remember. Rest well.
I love that, because most players are not going to think to do that, right? Most players, it's not going to occur to people to do that. A lot of players, if you don't have Shadowheart with you, you're going to miss that whole interaction entirely. So I think I probably learned about that from someone else on the internet. I don't remember where now. But yeah, that kind of level of depth and detail to get that extra comment, I think is really, really cool. Okay, we need to investigate this.
This headstone has been vandalised, altered to read, Rotting Place of Gothric Rillin.
And there's this metal pipe.
This calls for careful.
Okay, so I've crouched. And I'm in turn-based mode, so nobody's looking at us at the moment. I can dig this up. It sounds like somebody's been buried alive.
I thought I was done for. Lady Luck, bless you.
You okay? Lady Luck didn't help you, I did. And maybe Lady Luck brought our paths together. What were you doing down there?
Sightseeing. What do you think? I filched the wrong baldy and got myself buried for the trouble. Stone Lord, he calls himself. More like Stone Shite.
Stone Lord, tell me more. So you deserved it. We're gonna say, the Stone Lord. I've heard of him. He's a new gang boss, right?
The very one. And my idiot self didn't realize till I was finger deep in his pockets. Won't be making that mistake again. Look, I ain't got much in the way of thanks, but the stiff below has some fancy doodads. You're welcome to them.
Okay. Oh, we can go in this now. It's no longer like red. So we've got magical pike. I guess I'll send that to Karlach. Maybe she can throw that. There's some fancy clothing and a rapier. So nothing too special, but I guess if you're desperate, some good stuff there. Right, we can talk to this lady again now once she comes up here. And she'll have something to say about that.
To think a man lay buried beneath death's soil. It is an abomination of his will. You did well to free him.
I think she also can comment on the family.
You did the girl child and her parents an honor. The dead deserve love and diligence. I shall personally oversee her rights.
I like her. I like this character. She can get mad at us though, depending on what we do.
One more hapless farmer boy. Name unknown.
Oh, that's sad. Will, do you have anything to say about this? He's not with us.
At the ready.
So we can't go in this one. Something's going on down here. Hi.
You're not allowed to play here. It's not respectful.
We must play here. This is where they like to hide.
But it's not allowed. Why are you being stupid?
Is this part of the game?
You're going to be in so much trouble.
Hi?
Come out, sister. I will find you.
An air of decay hangs over the stooped beggar's form. The smell of rot, the smell of death.
Sister always hides from me. She likes to play.
I'm a healer. Your wound looks like it needs tending. Would you like me to assist with that? Do you know where she's hiding? Obviously not. If I were her, I'd be hiding too. You smell terrible up close. I don't like this one because it just ignores what the information we've been given, and this one's just rude. So they all sound rude, but we'll say this in like a teasing way. You're a bit old for hide and seek, aren't you?
Sister is older than me. She always likes to play. She hides in the ground, but I will find her.
Good luck. Have you no one else know of the family? If she's in the ground, that means she's dead. We've got a Cleric of Illustory option. Oh, your sister is no more. If she's buried in the ground, her soul must have left this plane. If you like, we could pray for her.
No. No, she is just good at keeping still. She is the best at this game. I never win, except when she lets me.
Right. Well, good luck with that. Is this child okay? I think that might be a zombie.
I have something to ask.
He won't listen to me. I told him it's naughty to play in graveyards.
Right, yeah, maybe stay away from that man. I'm not too sure about him. There's a corpse rose. Let's get it. Another tombstone.
Gwyn Highberry. Stillborn, but not forgotten.
Oh my god, Highbury? So Highbury is the name of the lady at the wine festival, Cora Highbury. You know, they were like doing the free wine tasting festival to like cheer people up because like, you know, it was a trying time and they wanted to like do something with the community. And the dwarf, the murder guy, he had been tasked, like she was on the list of the people he needed to murder, and we prevented that. We saved her. And do you remember she had like orphans in her house? Like she'd been adopting orphans. And so this must be why, because it says that this must have been her child, and it says they were stillborn, so she must have been unable to have children, and so she's I'm gonna cry. This fucking game, man. Okay, we've got another one.
Sandrill, gone but ne'er forgotten.
I'm tempted to dig them up because I want to help him find his sister, but I'm also scared of annoying the lady.
This headstone is anonymous, reading only, "As I am now, so you shall be."
Okay.
Here lies Flying Martha, who couldn't.
Flying Martha, who couldn't. And we've got this one here as well. What's this?
Beloved little Tan, never forgotten. Kalimvor guide your soul.
Aww. There's some more up here, but I'm going to circle back around. Let's go down here. Ooh, what's happening here? What's the deal with this guy? Can I like talk with the dead on him? can hear some shouting. I think it's outside. I don't know. Okay. Oh, there it is. No, that's Speak with Animals. That's not the one I wanted. Where is it? Speak with the dead, where art thou? Here we go. Yeah, corpse 2 damage. I don't know what the deal is with this. I'm kind of curious though. Move with care. Oh, the corpse blew up. The corpse exploded. That's gross. Ew, get out of there. At least we've got a spare, like, at least we can bury Quill here, I guess. We've got 2 spare coffins now, which is perfect. Okay, there's this lady here, Maud, who I've heard theorized as a hag. Not my theory, but I've seen people on the internet theorize this. She seems a little bit delulu to me, to be honest, and I'll tell you why in a bit.
Let flowers say what words never can.
Hi.
Would Sarah like some flowers? They do a wonder at brightening up a grave. I bring fresh ones to my husband's every few days.
That's lovely. I'm sorry for your loss.
I'm not. My husband was an arse. But he gave me 3 beautiful kids. So the old goat gets flowers. I get them up by Bloombridge. A druid lives that way, so you know they're extra fresh.
Right. I think this sounds kind of rude, but I want to ask anyway, just to see what she says. And what use do the dead have with flowers in this area?
They're not for the dead. They're for the living. Same with funerals. Coffins, all of it. I put flowers on my husband's grave for me, to remember the good from the bad. We get on better now than when he was still alive.
Right. Yeah, it definitely sounds like there's a conversation happening somewhere. Well, I'd like to see your flowers.
Of course.
So she literally does just sell flowers, but I don't actually need to buy any. It's interesting that you can get, like, I don't know. I don't know if this changes, but if you do want to get flowers to put on a grave, I guess you
Come
can.
back anytime. You won't find fresher.
Right, thank you so much.
Flowers, every colour of the rainbow.
Okay, so we've got some more along here.
Here lies Gayera Snake Mother Denise,
Quite a name.
matriarch to a brood of venomous daughters.
Curious.
I'll give it a shot.
Here lies Anonymous. Whoever you were, we buried you with care.
Aw, it's sweet that people bury people without knowing who they are, you know?
Josie Ann Fountainhead, outstanding manip of the fists. Elle Brenton, beloved. This tombstone has been vandalized and now reads, "Your money don't matter when you're dead, prick."
Wow, that person clearly upset someone. Okay, this is a choice that I've been agonizing over a little bit. Oh my goodness, I've taken so much damage from the thing exploding. Let me just take a healing potion. Maybe another one. There we go. Carlock's looking a little bit rough around the edges too, but I think she'll be fine. So there's this little girl here.
I need a quick word.
Psst. Keep a lookout. The Mortarch don't take kindly to raising the dead, but I won't be long, I promise.
About that, so this can lead to a fight if you encourage her to do it and you teach her how. The dead come out of the graves and you have like a fight, which I quite enjoy doing this fight, especially if we've got Shadowheart with me, because she has spells that absolutely clear up this fight. Like Minthara as well, like she's so good at like bringing that hammer down on people, but I don't think we should. I don't think Cordia would, and it's kind of like the bad outcome because she kind of gets in trouble. I think the better outcome for the story is to encourage her not to do it, but it's quite a fun thing to do. I normally, like, depending on who I'm playing with and the character I'm playing with, I do quite like to encourage her, especially like in my first playthrough, because in my first playthrough, like, my character was really into kind of like raising the dead and stuff, so she was like, hey, let me teach you how, but I don't think Cordia would. I'm sorry, who are you raising from the dead?
My big brother, Garrett. He got killed by that murderer guy. But I'm gonna fix him. Now, keep watch.
Well...
Exorde me, Merkel. Resuscita frater meum. Immorte ad me redigo eo.
The air crackles with power before fizzing out. The child has power but lacks control.
Oh, you're close, Merkel. I can feel your shadow. Give my brother back, please.
So, on the one hand, I like the idea of raising the next generation of adventurers, right? I like the idea of this kid kind of learning to harness these powers in the same way that kind of like Arabella does, who's the little tiefling that we say from the Snake in the Grove. She kind of like has this innate magic to her. So I do like encouraging her to kind of like hone those talents, but I think Cordia would be like, oh, she's praying to Merkel. That guy's not the best god that you could pray to, actually. We've kind of had a run-in with Merkel, and maybe you could pick a better deity. So yeah, you can teach her to do it. So, but we can say, your brother deserves to rest in peace, let him be. I think we'll say that. We've got a good persuasion as well for this. Your brother deserves to rest in peace. Let him. I feel like she's not gonna like this though. Give me guidance, historian. Give me guidance, guys. Okay. Yeah, we've done it. Yay.
The Mortarch said the same thing. But I miss him. A lot.
Well, that's okay too.
Fine. I won't try again. For now, at least.
For now, at least.
Come home. I want you home, Garrett. Mum won't stop crying. Dad is always at the pub.
Poor kid. So she's just lonely. There's other kids in the graveyard. Go and bond with them. You know, have like a little kiddie support group.
Andreas Lothar, beloved of Cirolali, may we keep your hearth warm. Burial site of Garrett Dortmel, may you finally find your rest. Didn't know her name, we just called her Grimishka.
Grimishka? Like the cats?
Fidia Pengist, a noble lance board player to the last.
Okay, like she has something to say about this as well, so let's go and talk to her again. We can kind of report what the kid's trying to do.
Breathe it in. The damp, the decay. The smell is sweeter than roses, for death is a gift worth cherishing. How might I be of assistance?
Is it though? I think your words of wisdom might go a long way with that little kid. The young girl at the grave, she's trying to perform necromancy.
Kelemvor, forgive her. There is no sin greater than refusing his deathly will. I shall speak to her immediately.
So, I have played as a cleric of Kelemvor in Baldur's Gate. I didn't get very far with him, but a cleric of Kelemvor thing is like they have to kill the undead, like they have to destroy them on sight kind of thing, because it's unnatural to defy death to them. So it's an interesting way to play though, because you have a lot of things like, you know, Connor and Mayrina.
Every color of the rainbow.
Nina, the soil reeks of Merkel's venom. Now is the time for truth.
I was gonna raise my big brother from the dead.
Why?
Oh, because I miss him.
What do you miss about him?
I miss his laugh. How he made everything less scary.
Do you feel that warmth in your heart at his memory? Death does not mean you're apart. He is here every time you speak of him. But necromancy does not give life. It twists death. Whatever abomination you summon will not be your brother. I swear it.
She's right. Like, we get attacked. I mean, I'd say she's right, necromancy can't bring your brother back, but there's definitely zombies walking around here, so I don't know. Give it a decade of practice, then try to raise him. Ew. We're gonna say, she's right. Necromancy can't bring your brother back, at least not how you remember him.
But Merkel's Book of the Dead says it's the only way.
Merkel's? Sweet child. How about this? We will meet every sunset to discuss and honor your brother. You will see there is peace, not fear, in death.
That would be nice.
I look forward to it. And you, thank you for alerting me to Nina's plight. I fear what would have happened had you not intervened.
She's so sweet. I really like her character, like making time for the little girl and stuff. Like, she's doing her job well. Stop dancing on people's graves, Carla. Okay, let's keep looking. So we've got this one here.
Eldoth Kron. Raise a glass to the poor bastard.
There's so much like I really love that they took the time to write all these tombstones and like think about who would be buried here and how it links with people that we've met around the city, like there's familiar names. So that lady, the colours, every colour of the rainbow lady, I'm gonna put a clip in of when I was doing one of my playthroughs and I did that fight where there's like zombies lying around everywhere and she kind of like glitched out and ran over and there's bodies everywhere and she's like right up a loved one's grave. So I'll put that in now.
Brighten up a loved one's grave with a bouquet, freshly picked.
Oh my god, Carl, like, stop.
J. Orchard, artificer of Gond, crafter of odd sockets. Adventurers Alexa and Orion Goodbeard, intrepid explorers of the Plane of Shadows.
So I commented on somebody's TikTok video, a girl who was asking about, I've been playing Baldur's Gate and I need a new game to play, what are everybody recommendations? And I gave her a list of recommendations and I was saying Dragon Age but not Veilguard. And it kind of provoked like a proper discussion in the comments of that TikTok. I didn't go into explaining it too much because there was a lot of different opinions, like a lot of people agreeing, a lot of people like disagreeing, like different reasons for people doing so. It's quite a controversial game, but one of the things that I don't think people talk about when it comes to Veilguard enough, and you know, and it's not a terrible game. Veilguard's a decent game. It's just that when you've been playing Baldur's Gate and you're used to this kind of depth and you're used to being able to interact with everyone and everything, to go from that to Veilguard, I was really disappointed by the amount of things that you can't interact with. There's a lot of stuff that is just set dressing. So if this was Veilguard, like you wouldn't be able to click on the graves kind of thing. Like, I don't know, like I only played a certain amount into it, but my initial impressions was just like, wow, this is really linear. I can't investigate, I can't speak to these, like there's so many people that you just literally can't click on and talk to. And so that was one of the things that I thought, if you're looking for another Baldur's Gate, I don't recommend Veilguard because all you're going to think about is all the stuff that you can't click on and all the stuff that you can't interact with, because you're used to one game, right, doing it, and the other not. So again, it's not that Veilguard's like a terrible game, and I have to say because I'm a member of the EA Creator Network, it's not that it's a terrible game. I think it'd be a decent game had it not been created by a company that has such high expectations for terms of quality and depth, because, you know, it's a AAA company, EA. And so yeah, it's just one of those things that I think, you know, people don't talk about enough when it comes to Veilguard. In terms of like the little things that are disappointing, like the little things that you think should have been more detailed. I know I bitch about Veilguard a lot in this series. I know I was doing it kind of about the transgender discussions that were happening, and how I think that, you know, with Shadowheart's story and her friend kind of reconnecting, like how I think that that's handled so much better than the way Veilguard did it, which felt really surface level. Anyway.
Aradin the Elder, open the bloody gates.
Hold the door!
This tomb has been defaced with crude marks pointing downward.
Oh. That one reminds me of Aradin, you know, it kind of like, open the bloody gates! And again, it's like referencing things that you've come across through gameplay, you know.
Here rots an executed traitor to the city. Do not repeat his mistakes.
Damn, woman, that was some jump.
Here lies Arthur Bilfold, dedicated patron of unconventional arts.
Medieval porn, I'm telling you.
Flandro Tarask Biter Grassley. The hunter hunted, the biter bit.
Oh. So we've got someone else here as well. Hello.
They got him, honey. They got the bastard that did this to you.
Yeah, so I guess if you come here before killing Dolor, that's his name. I guess if you come here before killing Dolor, like, the dialogue here I imagine would be different.
Prisoner 3046, commended to Jurgel's ledger.
Hey, we're friends with him.
Beloved Agnes Schweitz. Her smile shined like 1,000 suns.
Like, the dedications are so lovely. One thing, because I studied classics, I studied like the Romans. So all the different graves that they found, the Romans really liked doing original gravestones and headstones, and so you get a lot of interesting details about like daily life of Romans and kind of like personal lives of Romans. So you get people who like married their slaves, and, you know, like, I don't know, like all these interesting situationships basically. But they really, really like to have fun with it, and there were some really cheeky ones, really funny ones, like if you're reading this, you know, that sort of thing. So it's one of the things that I found really interesting about my course. What's this here? So we can't open this yet. I might get Dirge to come and do the dirty work. This though...
Hey, my folks are buried here. I'd love to pay them a visit.
Are Karlach's parents. Get your hearts ready.
Can't even look at me.
Sorry about the graphics.
Here lie Pluck and Karlach Cliffgate. My parents. Hi, Mum. Hi, Dad. Sorry I haven't visited. I've been away. But I'm back now, and I brought friends. I miss you so much. But I'm happy and getting up to some really important shit. Maybe you can see for yourselves. I don't know. You're with me here. Anyway. Taters.
Taters?
Meant I love you in the Cliffgate household. I can't even remember how it started anymore. Lost family lore. There was a lot of silly nonsense in our house. My mates used to say we had our own personal language. I guess I'm the last remaining speaker. Mum used to say there was no such thing as death, that there was only change. Dad thought that was a load of woo, That gone meant gone unless you'd struck a deal with one of the gods. Said he had better things to do in life than beg favors off immortals. I'm not sure what I believe.
So this is the thing as well. If your family are dedicated to a specific god and that god claims you upon death, like you'll be reunited in the afterlife. So again, really important to believe in specific deities in D&D lore. Karlach's story kills me. You know, she is facing death herself with her mechanical heart that's kind of burning her up. And so, you know, she doesn't have family, she doesn't have children. And this moment where she's talking about those little in-jokes, the inside jokes, the little, you know, Cliffgate language meanings that, you know, has developed within that family. The idea that those are going to die with her and that's like the end of their line, I think is a really emotive part of the game. Yeah. So we can agree with mum or dad. We are a cleric, so I'm going to say, there is no need to wonder. Our souls travel to the City of Judgment and there are taken by the gods.
If they deign to choose us. There's no guarantee, is there? And I've made little effort to attract the loyalty of anyone but you. Hopefully there's more waiting for me than that. Very hopefully.
I don't know, I reckon Jurgle's got your back.
Cliffgate, beloved husband and father. Here lies Karlach Cliffgate, beloved wife and mother.
So Karlach was named after her mum, but spelt different. That's so cute. Okay, we've got a little bit more to inspect, so...
Here lies Duncan, last of the Gory clan, who died without issue.
Died without issue means died without children, not like he died without it being a problem. It's like he died without children. Which I think, again, the storytelling and the juxtapositions that they make in Baldur's Gate sometimes are very, very subtle, but meaningful. So how they've positioned this one where he's talking about he died without children right next to Karlach's parents' graves, where we've just had that discussion of like the traditions dying with her, is very intentional by the writers and developers and part of the perfection of this game. Like, honestly, this game is peak.
Final resting place of Dolcan Elendara, ever close to your beloved Elf Song Tavern.
I grew up in a pub. Like, if the regulars could have been buried in the pub, I reckon they would have done so. Astarion.
Here lies Ogre Bob. His arm anyway, it's all that would fit. He will be missed at Whitburn Quarry.
Oh, that's cute. Ogre Bob. Let's have a look at this one first.
Antonio Bongle, proud father of Walbran, remembered by the sun.
Walbran Bungle's dad! Dude! Walbran Bungle is one of the deep gnomes, a part of kind of like the resistance fighters. Okay, tombstone.
M. Kerwin, treasured.
This is the grave we were looking for. This is...
I know that name. It was in a courier's note. Something about settling matters with Nine Fingers.
Okay, can we dig this up? Let's wait for that person to go past us. Oh no. I've not been seen. But I want to make sure I'm not going to get seen digging up this grave. Okay, turn-based mode. Is she going to see us? I don't want to get in trouble. I'm just going to go for it. We're pretty much done on the surface now, so if we do get into trouble, it's okay. Okay.
Here! What you doing? Get them sausage fingers off my crate!
I love kobolds so much. I wish we could have a kobold companion. Like a summons. What are you doing in my father's grave? This crate was promised to Nine Fingers. You don't want to steal from her, do you? I'm just gonna go, what in the hells? Were you buried in there?
Yeah, well, no. I dug in, see?
Okay.
Looking for trinkets. Found them too. And I found them first. So you can find your own bleeding grave to rob.
Well, I wasn't... That's not exactly what's happening here. Oh, draconic bloodline. The magic of dragons flows in my veins, kobold. Do not test me. I want to go with intimidation. I don't know how well this is going to do. Karlak, can you be my scary dog privileges, please? This crate was promised to Nine Fingers Keen. You don't want to steal from her, do you? Let's see what we can do with this. Okay, Astarian, give me guidance. Viewers, give me guidance. Oh, it's an 18. Okay, I'm going to rub the overlook. Oh, have I done it? I don't know. 11. 14. Oh, one short. If you didn't give me guidance, I need your help. Give me guidance, please. Roll again. Do I want to take the Bardic Inspiration? I can't take the guidance because it'll get rid of the Eagle's Splendor. I think I need it. Oh, will it not let me do it because I took guidance? Oh no. Okay, give me guidance, please. I need it. Oh no, that's worse. Oh no. I'm gonna do it one more time. I want the guidance. Oh, I think we've done it. I think we're good. Okay, phew.
Nine Fingers. But damn it! Look, I didn't know it was the ladies. How could I? Ain't no one's name on it.
Well, there is a name on it actually.
So it's yours, okay? Nine Fingers gets a crate. I get to keep breathing, and everyone's good. Yeah?
Sounds like a deal. Oh, we can intimidate. That depends. I charge a fee for not breaking your snout. I'm not going to be mean to him. She's going to say, pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah, pleasure's all yours, mate.
I love him. I want him to be a companion. Let me have Bug Thimble as a companion. Okay, we're going to have to like duck again. This kid is like watching though. Has anyone got...
Can't afford to stay idle.
Anything to distract her with? Astarian, do you have... Does nobody have... Oh, I don't know what to do. Okay, we'll wait until he goes past. Dude, go away. Okay.
Just out of view.
There's not really much in there, but we'll take it anyway. Oh no, she saw me! Oh no, I've been caught! You didn't see nothing, kid. Pookums. Oh. Wait, that's the flaming fist. That's the flaming fist. Get out of here. Go. Go. She's telling on us. She's telling the flaming fist about us.
No one stopped me yet.
Oh no.
All right.
Dude. What? We might be in trouble. Wait, let me save. Yeah, I think if we come back here now, we're going to be in trouble. I don't know if we need to wait for them to go. Or maybe like come back with Dirge or something. Yeah, I think we might get told off.
Light on my feet.
I think they're probably not going to send us to jail or anything though, right? They're probably just going to like tell us off. And we can maybe talk our way out of it.
Free for the taking.
Like, she's not mad at us. Is she mad at us? She's not mad at us. Oh, they've gone. I think they've gone. Okay, hang on. Okay, let's go and talk to Mortak and say sorry.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
We got caught. Hi. Oh. We ran past her.
You walk with death's mantle on your shoulders. Your hand as steady as the Lord of the Dead's. And for that you have my gratitude. Thank you for doing his work.
Technically, we didn't rob any graves, except for the guy who exploded. Okay, I don't think we got caught. I think we're okay. We just need to stay away from that kid, which is fine because we've got these areas to explore first. So I'm going to have a quick toilet break, and then we'll have a look in the crypts. Back in a sec. All right, so we're going to have to be a bit sneaky here. I feel like she's keeping a bit of an eye on us, to be honest. Right, she's gone. We've also got those two up there. Right, Astaria, this is a job for you, matey moo. Crouch, let's keep to the shadows. Turn-based mode, and let's see if we can get in here. Lockpick. Let's go. So there's a number of crypts we can explore. Claudia, give guidance. I think we've got this. It's Astarian and it's a lockpicking 10. I'm playing, because I play Baldur's Gate all the time off camera, and I've been quite poorly, so I've had nothing else to do other than play computer games, but off camera because obviously I lost my voice. And the gloves that give you the advantage on dexterity checks for Astarian that you get off the Zentarim, I didn't get because I accidentally opened the chest, and so the Zentarim were mad at me. And so I didn't get my gloves, and I was so sad. The gloves of thievery. Anyway, that's off topic. Let's just... So disappointed because it's one of the best items in the game. Okay. Alright, okay. We're in. So, down here, we've got... It looks like the area where they're kind of like preparing stuff. Oh, exit turn-based mode. There we go. I can't actually open the casket. It doesn't let me, which is a bit weird. Let's explore. So we've got records of the deceased. A seemingly endless list of names and the causes of death are written in delicate cursive. The details are a recent entry. I can definitely feel my throat getting scratchier. I might start coughing soon, guys. I'm sorry. I've just had a bit more water and honey, but... deceased. Duke Boleyn Stelmane? Oh, that's the well, it's the Duke. We know Will knew her. Will's dad was friendly with her. She was working with the Knights of the, what are they called? The Order of, I can't remember, but it was basically she was working with the Emperor, the big squid guy that's in our brains, and he was basically puppeteering her. And then she was murdered. So, all the bits sus. Human female, brown hair, slight build, cause of death, blood loss, 36 stab wounds. I thought that for a second when I first read this, I thought it was a Detroit Become Human meme reference. But I can't remember the specific amount, but it's not 36. Position of cuts suggest deliberate placement. Right hand removed from body post-mortem. Blood sample reactive to crawling mucus. Deceased was paralysed when the murder took place. Burial on hold until Flaming Fist investigation is complete. So we might be able to find Stelmane. I don't know. Inspect her body ourselves. Valmora's notebook. A collection of morticians' professional notes on embalming and mummification. The most recent note is as follows. I've purchased a rare find from an adventurer who found it in the Undercity. An ancient funerary jar containing internal organs that have been preserved for, I don't know, centuries at least. Their mummification technique is unknown to me and may include a combination of mortuary alchemy and necromantic enchantments. I must find the time to study this in detail, as what I learn could be invaluable in enhancing my own embalming techniques. Well, that's lovely for you, but I am going to need this for a future quest. Jar of Mystic Carrion's lungs. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that.
This jar. It feels like death itself. A sure sign of necromancy at work.
You think? I think that's all I need to grab in here. But yeah, we're gonna need that. There's a quest where we have to look for his jars that's going to come up later, so yeah, definitely want to grab that while we have the opportunity. Black and azure dye, corpse rose, flower preservation notes. Can I have a read of that? Why is it kind of buried? Log 47, sample 32A, added summer lily infused oil to boiling wax. The dipped bouquet neither wilted nor carried the odour of decay. However, scent was uniform and lacked variety. Potential ideas: add widow's blossom and whispering bloom to the wax. More pleasant scent, but difficult to maintain solution integrity. The use of a porous solution, a varnish, but visible effects can be more obvious. Prestidigitation. Use the spell to imbue the bouquet with the original odour, however, effects severely limited by time and possible costs. So they're looking at preserving flowers to put on the graves, I guess. They seem to have like a lot of care and like good intentions when it comes to like running this little business that they've got going here. Like they seem to be doing this for the best reasons. I don't know if this is Stelmane or not. It doesn't say anything when I hover over it, but there's a note. Eralyne Nickley. This note is hastily written on parchment that stinks of rotting flesh and lilacs. Deceased, Eralyne Nickley, human male, medium build, brown hair, hazel eyes, 3 and 30 years. Cause of death, untreated infection. Widow claims the deceased cut himself while chopping wood. Reported symptoms of high fever, nausea and diarrhea. Placement and angle of the wound in upper right thigh corroborates this, as does the putrescence. Burial. Widow unable to afford full burial. Ulkov refused to make a coffin without payment up front. Will oil and bind the body for slow decomposition. Can we like leave the money for the burial? I mean, he said it was like 500. That's quite a lot. I don't know. Maybe we could put this like gold ring there, like to help pay for it, and like this necklace. No, maybe that can go towards the costs. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's a side quest that I'm not aware of. But I think it's probably just lore and world building. The idea of like lots of people can't afford a funeral. Lots of people are getting, lots of people need coffins made. I don't know. This feels like a false wall to me. This feels like I can go through here, but I haven't been able to figure out how. So if anyone knows if there's any like secret areas around here, please let me know. I think that's more or less it for this little section. But it's interesting. It's interesting to know kind of what's going on with the place, you know, and that kind of like world building. So I want to get in here next. So the Starian, do you want to creep over this way? And we'll try and get in the Durinbold Mausoleum. Give me guidance. Yay! Okay. Okay, so what's the deal with this place? So it feels very dog themed, or like maybe hunting themed. There's a stuffed bear here. Let's see. Let's see what this place brings us. Rocky.
Brave and loyal Rocky, who saved his master from an ambush.
Aww. Oh, a strength check. I might not get this. Maybe I need my elixir of strength. I don't know. I could take the... Do you know what? I'll give myself advantage. I'll get the Starian to give me guidance. Maybe I should take a potion of giant hill strength as well. +4, +7. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Give me guidance. Yay! Oh, look, it's the puppy! Happy Feather. Harpy Feather. And Potion of Glorious Vaulting. Well, I don't think we need to disturb the tomb too much. I'll leave that in peace. Need to find a way forward.
Fearless goddess, who would chase any prey and helped bring in our greatest trophies.
Aww. I'm just being nosy here. I'm just looking for the sake of looking. We did it. Nice. Oh, Potion of Speed. I would like to take that. He's got so many balls. He's got 22 balls. Look at the good boy. I am going to take the Potion of Speed. Thank you so much. Oh! Mistakes were made. see. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna... I'm sorry, you're all good boys. I'm so sorry for this. I mean, they are already dead, to be fair. Okay. Quicken spell. Let's do that again. I can't do that exact thing, but I could probably... Oh, what do I want to do here? Let me... I can make a shutter. We've also got the guy himself over here as well. Houndmaster Pole. I don't know what to do. Let's just do some magic missile. I'm gonna do level 4 magic missile. I'm sorry, you're all good boys. I'm sorry for this. Okay. Okay, Astarion, could you possibly go in with a little boop boop? Why can't I actually target him? Oh, here we go. Do you know what? I should probably try disarming attack on this guy because he looks like he's got a crossbow. I can hear my family back as well. I think they've got food for me, so...
You're mine.
Okay. Hi!
Hello, you stopped recording already?
I'm recording, but I believe you're delivering me a sandwich.
I am delivering you a sandwich.
Yay! Thank you! I got a sausage buddy! Looks like it's got cheese on it. This is the... Do you want to have a look? It's vegetarian. I'm vegetarian. No pigs were harmed in the making of my sandwich. Oh, it's so good. It's from the bistro that I used to work in. And I'm not just saying this because I used to work there. They make the best food. Right, I might keep going on this guy. Astarion, go again. So I didn't get him to drop his weapon, unfortunately, but I can also do Dread Ambusher. Oh, critical miss, damn. And I can also do Hunter's Mark. And I can also do... He has so many attacks. I can also do Dissonant Whispers. Level 2. Let's go. Didn't have a great chance, but we tried. Let me get up there as well, actually.
Be quick.
Get a bit closer to him. Okay. Karlach. We're going to have to boop some puppies. I am so sorry, puppies. Let's go ahead and Legacy of Avernus, Branding Smite. Oh, we don't actually have a very good hit rate on this. What do we do? What do we do? I don't think we... Should we... Maybe we just try it. Maybe we just try it. Let's give it a go.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Oh, we did hit. Can I do it again? Okay, one down. I'm so sorry, puppy. You are a good boy. You did not deserve this. We are the grave robbers. I'm sorry for what I've done today. It's a shame I haven't got my bonus action because I would have been able to do that. Let's just keep going. Advantage we have now. Good. Okay, and again. Okay, 2 puppies down. And let's get in melee of this one with Karlach. She's got a lot of hit points. I think she'll be okay. Alright. Okay, opportunity attack. Oh, miss. Ouch! Shield blow. Oof. Like, we're the bad guys here. We are grave robbing, so we deserve this, quite frankly. Shadowheart, I think you should do what you do best and have your spirit guardians up. Let's go level 4. Okay. Can we also get to that guy? Can I jump over to him? Not enough. No. Okay. Well, you did something, Shadowheart. Good job. Okay. We are gonna... I think I might just straight up hit him. I don't use Faerun enough. Maybe I should use Faerun. Faerun Melody, where are you? Can't even find it. Here it is. Just go. It's fun. We don't use it enough. Shriek. Okay. And then can I actually hit the dog? And then that's all. That quick and spell. And it's really hard to. I feel so bad looking at Carrie. I feel evil. I'm sorry, Rocky. You were a good boy. I mean, they were hunting dogs, so maybe they weren't good boys. I don't know.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Excuse me. So sorry. Okay, go again. Can I? I can't sneak attack him, unfortunately. Just normal attack. Missed. Great. Great job. Go again. Oh my god. Astarion, what are you doing, mate? Can I bite him? Can a vampire bite a ghost? I cannot. Let's do this.
Let's try this.
Sneak attack. Yeah. And again. Okay, we tried. Something happened. Karlach. I think let's give the good boy a boop. And then can we get over to this guy? We can throw Nyrule there. I don't know if this is gonna hurt Astarion, but I'm doing it anyway. There we go. We did it. And she has got Nyrule in the back out as well, hasn't she? She has. Let me just re-equip the Sword of Chaos. There we go. Okay. That happened. Mistakes may have been made. Let's finish exploring this tomb.
Lionheart
I wanted to do it. I wanted to fight
fierce
something
watchdog.
today, so.
At night, no one dared to pass her post.
Okay. Can I do this? I have got Bull's strength still. Give me guidance, please, Astarion. Give me guidance. Yay! Ooh. Oh, look, a stuffed owlbear toy. Owlbear beak. Owlbear beak? Careful, this owlbear still has some bite. Wow, that is wild. I'll take the potion of strength because it replenishes what I've already used. What's this one here as well?
Chief Houndmaster Paul, who trained our pack to perfection.
Guidance? Oh, Dreambolt's Houndmaster Paul. Open. Who stabbed this one? And then we've got like the 3 collars. What happens if I put the collars in people's graves? Does something happen? Should we try? Scroll of Animal Friendship, Potion of Animal Speaking, don't mind if I do, Arrow of Beast Slain, and Arrow of Many Targets. I wonder what would happen if I put these in the right grave. I mean, I did just kill the dog, so maybe I've ruined it. So this is Xena. Yeah, I reckon maybe I've spoiled it, perhaps. I don't know. Is there anything that I'm missing here? Is this a thing? Let me know. This is Gorgeous, right? And then this one is Rocky. There we go. Why have I picked up the Houndmaster Paul? I didn't want Houndmaster Paul. Let's go and put Houndmaster Paul back. I love that I'm like paying my respects to the dead in some ways and then totally not in other ways. Like, this is the least respectful episode I think I've ever done. Patriarchs, a homegrown aristocracy. I'll let you read that if you want. I kind of want to wrap up this video and eat my sandwich.
A young cave bear, killed and stuffed before its teeth were fully grown.
Yeah, so they were hunting like baby bears. These were not good people. To the Durinbold hounds.
Here lies the Houndmaster of the Durinbolds, surrounded by his loyal pack, good boys and girls all.
Like, they were trophy hunting though, which I don't love, so I don't know. Scroll of Animal Friendship. We might as well take it. I don't really use the Animal Friendship spell. Traveller's Guide to the Sword Coast, Guest Houses, and Dialects of Plunder. I'll let you read that if you want to.
What's inside?
Oh, Master Paul.
That's curious.
So we've got a skeleton here as well. Feather token. If you fall while carrying this token, you no longer take falling damage. The token's magic is expanded after you land, whereupon the disc becomes non-magical. Small faded feather is stamped on one side of this surprisingly light coin. That's pretty cool. And then there's a hole.
Not a
But
chance
we
I'll
can't
fit in
go
there.
through the hole. But we will be able to come out in this other area a different way. So I'm probably just going to leave. I probably need to have a short rest as well. Because I'm in a little bit of trouble here.
We've got...
Okay, so where else can we go? We've been to these two places. This one we can't get into. There's this one here. So if we're sneaky, we should be able to get in here. The Hewn Mausoleum. Astarion, could you come over here? Grab that corpse rose and have a little crouchy. Turn-based mode. Lockpick. Give me guidance. I'm gonna get my sandwich. Why isn't he doing it? Not enough movement. Our sandwich is really good. Okay. We're in.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Okay, this place is trapped. So I think I'm going to split the group and have Astarion explore this. So what do we have here? Row of books. The Approachable East Volume 4, Jake's Encyclopedia of Eels. I feel like we've already read those. So we don't need to have a look at those again. Let's be really careful. So there's a trap here. Is there also a trap here? I might have him jump across just in case there is one. Okay, is there a pressure plate? That looks like a pressure plate.
Traps. How considerate.
Okay, let's try not to set off. I might save. So let's keep exploring. Can you jump back here? And then jump back here. So I'm jumping over
a trap
where the traps probably
Someone doesn't
are.
like visitors.
Is the sarcophagus itself trapped? Yay or nay? Doesn't appear to be. And is there anything that I'm not seeing in anything written? Not that I can tell. Oh god. Okay. This looks like a fake wall to me. Oh my god, he's missing all the perception checks.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
There's a piece of gold, but it looks like a trap, so I want to leave it alone. Oral Histories of Faerun and The Approachable East Volume 3. Fringe Philosophy Volume 5. Have we read that? I feel like we've read a lot of the Fringe Philosophies. Okay. I want to open the tomb, but I'm nervous. Okay, give it a try, Astarion. Strength. Oh no, I should have got Cordia to do it. Okay, give him bull strength. Give him guidance. Give him guidance. Has he done it? I feel like he hasn't. -1, because he's a weakling. And then plus... No, he didn't do it. I don't think I can do it with multiple people either. I think it's like a one-person thing. Oh, he's done it. Okay. Okay, so we've got the whole mausoleum golden key. Okay. Person apparently was stabbed. We've got a shield +1. And the legacy of Hoon. Kneel with the weight of all you value at his feet and he will reveal himself. So I think we have to all stand on this pressure plate. Which means I have to get everybody over there, which is scary. Okay, one by one, let's try and get everybody on this pressure plate. Like, who's heaviest? Carla?
I'll have to, thanks.
Come and stand over here.
Have to.
No, here. We did it. Oh, the door's opened. Okay.
Keep your distance, darling.
Okay, Astarion. Jump over here. And then jump over here. I'm scared. Who's Hune? Is this someone from a previous game? Secret Societies of the Sword Coast explained. We've already seen that. Baldur's Gate and the Dialects of Plunder. An excerpt on page 37 is circled in red. There can be no doubt that the patriarchal families of the upper city affect such an air of reserve and respectability because they are all too aware that their fortunes are founded on bloodshed, pillage and exploitation, like every empire ever, right? No one speaks now of Zeremiah Eltan, who founded the Flaming Fist as a ruthless mercenary company that slaughtered and burned for pay along the entire length of the Sword Coast. So originally the Flaming Fist were the bad guys. Nobody mentions Baron Ilza Bormal and the blood-spattered ingots shipped north from her slave labour mines in the Mountains of Arm. The schoolbooks don't mention Bogo Assassin Star's bone flotilla that plundered Aster Cove and abducted the port's entire population. And this isn't, obviously it kind of reminds me of like a lot of Western empires, which, you know, this kind of thing is still happening today. You know, if you apply some critical thought to what you're reading in the news. I won't go into that too much, but I would say that, you know, the idea of the history is written by the winner is very, very true. And, you know, when a community, whether this is something that's done overtly, intentionally, as some kind of propaganda, or it's just the lies that a community tells themselves, I think a lot of the time a group of people want to be the good guys. Like, I don't think many people are intentionally doing bad things to be evil. I think a lot of the time people justify it in their own mind in a way where they think they're doing the right thing, when a lot of it's kind of like the road to hell is paved with good intentions, right? And so I think collectively, when you get groups of people together, whether that's a country or a certain militia or whatever, I think they tell themselves stories that justify their actions, and a lot of the time those stories are going to paint them as the good guys, and they're going to leave out the details where they weren't so honorable and where they were, when they were obviously the bad guys, because, you know, I believe in the collective good of people. Like, I think people can be very stupid and very exploited and very kind of blinkered, but I do think people, generally speaking, if they see something clearly, they don't want bad things to happen. And so, I don't know, that kind of collective storytelling justifies a lot of bad, you know? I hope that makes sense. It's kind of, I don't know if I explained that as well as my thoughts on it, if that makes sense. Anyway, on the inevitability of moral decay and its benefits, I think we read this in the Emperor's Chambers. I think he had this. The lengthy essay on the inevitability of moral decay, the opportunities it presents, and the way to capitalize upon them. It feels very devilish as well, right? Morality is not absolute, it's not. Why moral decay is not immoral. One man's decline is another man's gain. Chaos is a ladder, right? Those who play and those who make the rules, and how to win the game. And again, I can definitely apply these concepts to things that I see happening in real life, in the news, and what politicians are doing, where I think because I studied, when I was doing university and I was choosing my courses, I was like, I want to study what the people who run the world study, right, which is classical studies. Because classical studies, where I'm from, is not taught in mainstream high schools, and that's because it teaches you how to rule and how the game is played, because you have all these like philosophers and, you know, people talking about the thoughts behind, you know, whether it's a democracy or whether it's like who gets to rule and what they do with that power. All this moralizing that you get from Greek and Roman literature and literature from around that time. As well, I studied a lot of Shakespeare and obviously the political history of the early modern period. And yeah, when you learn the way that people think when they're given a certain type of education, you really, really, really see it in the real world. And yeah, this is definitely a game that people in power are playing. This idea of kind of how do I... So it makes me think of, it begins with P, what's he called? I want to say Plutarch, but it's not Plutarch. The funeral speech, he was a ruler of ancient Athens in the Peloponnesian Wars. But you can look at the Pedagogus Logos, it's called, I think, where he's basically saying, okay, we've been fighting these wars. We get really rich when we go and conquer other territories, and I want to get richer. But to get richer, I need to convince my community. I need to convince the people of Athens to give me more men to fight in my army, because so many men have died. Like literally, it's the funeral speech, right? He's giving this speech as the women are mourning their husbands, their fathers, their sons, like wailing. And there's all these funerals happening because so many soldiers have died. And he's like, okay, how do I convince them to keep fighting my wars for me? How do I get more men to sign up? And so you get all these things in the speech about like how they're heroes, how they'll be remembered, how they're honoring the community, and all this, the seeds of nationalism, right? And so again, this is something that was happening 2,500 years ago, 2,300 years ago. It was spanned a number of years. And so you still see this rhetoric, right? The way that people convince people to give their own lives, and then who benefits financially from that. I think these are the questions that you can definitely ask. And to convince people to go to war, like, is very unnatural. It's bad for the soul to go to war, right? It's bad for the soul to fight another person. You know, so I do believe that most people are inherently good. And so it's like, if you have that mindset of like, I need to convince people to go to war and fight for me and to do horrible things, you want that moral decay, right? You're kind of like, how do I get people to set aside, you know, basic values like thou shalt not kill in order to go to war and fight my fights and make me money? So the intention to have moral decay, I think, is very, very devilish. And you see it happening. You see the people who are trying to convince people of these things. You just watch the news. Watch Sky News. It's full of it. Anyway.
Let's crack it open.
Give me guidance. And again, the more educated you are, and not even a formal education, right? It's if you are taught critical thinking skills, and if you practice critical thinking skills, and you don't take headlines at face value, and you don't put politicians up on a pedestal where you believe everything that they say. If you ask basic questions, and if you look at things from different points of view and develop those critical thinking skills, it develops an immunity to it. So yeah. I don't know, I'm very, very skeptical. All politicians, I don't trust any of them. Even the ones that set out with good intentions, I think absolute power corrupts absolutely. And, you know, when people get into that world, when people get into those circles, when people get power, I think it's very rare that someone holds on to that, because they join the game, right? And so even the people who seem like they're outsiders to that game, or like they seem like they're on the people's side,
Looking ahead.
I don't think you can join that world and
soldier
be entirely innocent.
Still breathing, despite everything.
I don't know. I worry. I worry for the people who look like they're Hope, because I don't know. Wait, did we go everywhere down there? I feel like there was somewhere we didn't go. So this is where we came in. Was there like another exit? Is this not? Yeah. Look, there's a crumbling wall here.
Can't slow down.
So
it's good to be alive.
Can we give this a bit of a bash? It's slashing damage. I need different damage.
Whips and blades, always sharp.
What kind of weapons does everybody have?
Let's move.
Okay, what if I do magic missile? Force damage. That wasn't bad. Again. Okay. So we have another room here. Gorian! Okay, Gorian is the... Hang on, let me stop and start again. Baldur's Gate 1. Baldur's Gate 1. Gorian is the man who raised me. You start the game and he's basically like, you're almost like acting like a foster parent or an adoptive parent. And he's basically raised your character and you go in looking for him, you go in looking to find him. And he's like, we need to leave the city, like shit's going down. And as you start the game, like spoilers, but I don't know, it's an old game, so if you've not played it yet, then I don't know, skip this bit if you're intending to. But if you're interested, like when you first leave, I can't remember where you are when you start. I can't remember where you leave. So you leave one of the places and you go out into the forest, and then Saravok, who's the big red guy that we fought in the last video, he appears and he kills Gorian. And so, yeah, justice for Gorian. I feel like we did get it though, because we did fight Saravok in the last episode. So let me split everybody up again, because I'm not trying to get everybody blown up here. I don't know if there's any traps down here. But this is, and it's so lovely to me to know what became of him, I think. If you've played all the games and you like the lore.
Here lies Lord Gregorian Gorian, first High Constable of Baldur's Gate, the city's protector.
Oh, I don't know. I've not finished the original games. Rusty greatsword. Let's have a look at this. Oh, large and crusted with rust is about as useful as a drink of water to a drowning man. Okay, another strength check. Oh my goodness. Can I do it? Give me guidance. There we go. I'm using up all my potions of strength here. So here he is, Lord Gregorian Gorian. And a garnet ring. Doesn't say anything interesting on it. Elixir of heroism, because he was the hero. He's got some really good plate armor and a halberd. I am not looking to rob Gorian's stuff. There's a scroll here. Should we see what that says? Oh,
Let's
yeah,
see what
maybe.
this does. Something over
They say
there.
that lighting a candle at the mausoleum of Gorian grants the writer a wish. I was never the suspicious sort, but desperation makes believers of us all. Here is my wish. Please let me survive. I do not wish to be killed by a cultist of any kind. I do not wish to be disappeared in the night, or to be crushed beneath the steel shoe of an automaton. Everything seems so strange suddenly. Everyone seems so desperate. I'm alone in this world. If I don't look after myself, no one will. Maybe you would be willing to help me. Because he's like one of the old heroes of Baldur's Gate, like people are coming to his tomb to pray for him and ask for help, which I love the continuation of the storytelling. Hymns for the Gone, a book of prayers to Kalemvor, Judge of the Dead. Someone has noted it with the following. These are little saccharine in places, but one or two have genuine merit as something more than religious doggerel. Something that actually evokes the complicated feelings of loss and hope for the departed. I mean, well enough again, their well-being, their eternal preservation in some paradise. So I think that is the problem with some dogma, some churches. Like, words lose their meaning, right? They're repeated so often that it becomes a mantra rather than something that you think about and something that you actively consider, right? The meaning of the words. You just say, you know, like before I was like, all roads lead to hell. It's kind of like, it becomes, because it becomes a phrase. It has I don't know, it loses its meaning in a way. Or maybe it's open to interpretation when you don't discuss the meaning of the words, you know. The city, and it's dogma and kind of repeated phrases. It can be used in almost a conditioning way. If you think about political slogans, right? Or the things that people say, you know, if someone's having a discussion about something that's happening in the real world and you go into the chat and it's like people just say like a tagline, you know, they're all saying the same thing. October 7th, you know, like it's almost like it becomes a way of, that's my birthday, by the way. I'm just talking about my birthday, nothing else. But it becomes a way to kind of like shut down meaningful discussion. It's kind of like, it's almost like people think they're coming in with some slogan or some phrase that it's like a headline at the time, and like they think it's this kind of mic drop. It's kind of like end of discussion, I dropped the mic. You know, I said the thing, and it's like, well, can we discuss the thing? And it's like, no, because it's a way of shutting down discussion and nuance, and it's a way of shutting down critical thought, you know. And I think it's really, really important to have those nuanced, difficult discussions where there is no clear right or wrong, but, you know, perhaps there's a situation where, you know, a lot of people have some very strong feelings depending on their point of view and the angle that they're looking at the situation from, and to just mic drop and say, you know, make America great again, or like whatever it is. And this, like, don't think that I'm picking sides here, that's not the point I'm making. But when people come in and just kind of like say the slogan, say the thing, it is almost like cult behavior, because it's like, you think that dropping that thing and saying that phrase has so much meaning, but it only has individual meaning. It's only the way that you've interpreted it, and someone else might interpret that thing in a very, very different way. So again, just shouting political slogans at each other or shouting religious dogma at each other doesn't help find middle ground, because people interpret those things differently. So to discuss the meaning behind the words is where progress is made, and is where middle ground is found. The city deserves better than Enver Gortash and his army of steel puppets. Let the city win, not him. Again, you get, and I think that's a really interesting thing with Baldur's Gate, because as you go around and you talk to all these different people, you find all these different people who believe in different things. Some people love Gortash, some people hate Gortash. Even the people playing the game, even if you know all the lore and you know that Gortash is not a good guy, objectively speaking, you know, people still are hot for him, people still side with him. So, and you could argue this about people like Astarion, right? Astarion is a bad person. He has done bad things. He doesn't, technically, in a lot, you know, depending on the argument, he doesn't deserve compassion or second chances, because he stole people's children and gave them to a vampire, right? That is objectively a very evil thing to do. Does he deserve the redemption? Someone made this great comment. I feel like it was Clean with B. If you know Clean with B on TikTok, she goes and cleans people's houses, and people, she said, sometimes people say, how do you decide what's deserved? And she said, and it was so good, it really stuck with me, she said, it's not about what people deserve, it's about what people need. Astarion needs compassion. Astarion needs people who are on his side. He needs kindness. He needs to be shown that there's a different way of being, right? So, you know, and that's progress, that's evolution of the soul, to give people those things that they need, rather than just go about punishing people for choosing badly or doing the wrong thing. Anyway, the compendium lists and pays special tribute to the citizens of Baldur's Gate who commissioned and paid for the mausoleum spot honouring Gorion. Gorion was a hero and a sage of exceptional mind and respectable manner. Under a greying exterior, he harboured a heart that bloomed kind and good and evergreen. I love this. I again, if you don't know the lore, this means nothing to you, right? Other than giving you some world building of like, this is a person that existed and this is what people think of them. If you do know the lore of the previous games, then it's much more meaningful. My bones ache, wounds long scarred, throb as if new. I long for the comforts of my pipe and the warmth of the fire, but I cannot stop. Gods old and new, hear me. Grant me the strength to keep fighting, the courage to carve out a future for my children, and when I die, the peace that comes with knowing that I did all I could do. I don't know. I love this tomb. I think they did a really, really good job of honouring the previous games and the previous heroes of previous games in a way that feels like it's an ongoing story, right? The man is long gone, but his tomb is situated in the present and the thoughts and the minds of the people who still exist and continue. So I don't know, I think they've handled this really, really well. Which way did we come in? That way. So what's this way? Oh no, we came in this way. This is how we came in. So I guess we're leaving this way? Okay. And this is gonna pop us out at like another one of those little entrances. There we go. Okay. So we've been in there, we've been in that. We can't get in that one. I think, is there one more that we can get in here? Oh, everybody. Oh no, I'm on my own. Hang on, everybody group up. Where are we? I left this way, didn't I?
Interesting.
Okay.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting
Everybody
times.
with me. I don't know what to do with this kid because she's looking right at us. And I haven't got anything to distract her. Unless I maybe talk to her.
Should mind my step.
Come home, big brother. The Mortark is
Okay.
Flowers, every colour of the ring.
Oh, she has turned around though. Okay, okay, okay. Astarion, get into this little shady bit here. Have a little crouchy. Okay, we've got it. Lockpick. I won't ruin my sandwich again while Astarion's doing this. Give me guidance. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I am not a graceful eater. Okay. The last tomb, let's go. Okay. What is this place then? Oh, perception failed.
Best avoid that trap.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, we should probably avoid the trap, I agree. Like, how many more traps are there?
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Okay, another trap here.
They won't see me coming.
Is the sarcophagus trapped or no? I feel like I need to put the vase on there. I can't do it. Okay, never mind. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't just leave the vase. It's fine. Let's just risk it for the biscuit. Karlak, can you do the honors? She's a strong girl, so let's give her some guidance. I think she's probably got this. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Still alive.
That sounds like a trap. I don't know. Oh no! Oh no! Scroll with Vivify. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. Get out of here. Go, go, go.
These boots have seen everything.
Everybody move! Go faster! Mistakes were made! Oh no! Is there anything over here? Oh yeah, look. Okay, there's treasure chests over here. I need something to put on that pressure plate. Okay. Is there another one? I guess there's another one, but I can't see where it is.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Okay, we've done it, we've done it, we've done it, we're good. Mistakes were made. Okay, I don't know if that was worth it or not. What's in this little room here? Okay. Crumbling journal. I was still a supplicant when I came face to face to him, masked in gold, his skin fine and worn as parchment. Okay, this is why I'm telling you. This is it. This is why I'm telling you that Withers is Jurgle. I was still a supplicant when I came face to face with him, masked in gold, his skin fine and worn as parchment, massive boobs. Jurgle, the Death Keeper at the end of everything. I asked what he needed of me. He asked a simple question. What is the worth of a single mortal's life? I knew not how to respond and said as such. He seemed nonplussed, neither disappointed nor pleased. I fell to my knees in respect for his awesome power. This garnered no reaction. There I stayed, trembling with an emotion I could not name, and when I stood again, the final scribe was gone. So this explicitly says that they're talking about Jurgle, right? The Death Keeper, the original god of the dead. Before Bane, Merkel, and Baal, the original Lord of the Dead was Jurgle, right? And then it got passed, I think, to Kalambor. So Withers is Jurgle because he asks the same question: what is the worth of a single mortal's life? So there we go. That is the evidence we needed to support the theory. Okay, what have we got here? Death and Divinity, a Godly Guide. Pretty sure we've read this a number of times. Again, it just talks about what I've just said. Death is too powerful a force for even a single god to contain. It's a duty that has been passed from hand to hand, splintered into smaller pieces. Disease, war, funeral rites. But there must always be an overseer of the cycle of life falls away, as the cycle of life falls away. For countless eons it was Jurgle, the lord of the end of everything, presided over mortality with his unblinking stare until even he grew weary. Young Baal, Bane and Merkel must have thought themselves conquerors when they came to the Lord of Death, and yet he used their ambitions to free himself. Merkel claimed primacy over death from Jurgle's bargain, but even he does not rule death alone. Excuse me. What is murder if not the most violent of deaths, seized by Baal in his incessant greed? What need would there be for noble Kalambor to judge passing souls if one deity could hold the entire process? Even gods can die after all, and those who worship death should remember that above all else. I mean, the Avatar of Merkel found that out, right? when we fought him. Doesn't earn that. Can I earn your trust? Case file. Baldur's Gate versus Flynn Silver. Case for prosecution. Master Silver did with forethought and without malice kill William Lister and Simon Simi Trent at their home as part of an ungodly ritual to honour the dead three, or one of the dead three, the gods Bane, Baal or Merkel. Case for the defence. I don't know nothing, which is sick because it's this ain't not no mangle grammar, right? It's a double negative. So I don't know nothing implies that he does know something. I don't know nothing about any gods. All I know is Bill and Simi were trying to cut me out of a deal and they got what they had coming. But those symbols and stuff and how their guts were arranged, I don't know nothing. Verdict, guilty. Sentence, death. Commuted to banishment so as not to anger higher powers. Interesting. And the unclaimed. So again, this talks about what I was saying before about how sometimes you don't get claimed even if you do pray to a certain god, as this Shah worshipper found out. So you can have a read of that if you want. But I think we read that quite a long time ago, so we're all good. Okay, I think we need to get out of here and bury our dead. I think it's time. So I'm going to grab Dirge and Will. And we're going to head back here, so let me just actually check. Do you have, yeah, so he's got Quill on him, he's also got Quill's partner on him, which again, if we read this, I don't know where his head is, but we've got the body. So again, as a quick recap, Quill was the stand-in for Alfera. We knocked Alfera out. which meant that instead of Alfira getting killed by Dirge in camp, we got the stand-in replacement of Quill, who was a Dragonborn throat singer, and she told us that she had never found love, but she dreamt of it, and she was making her way to Baldur's Gate, where she was hoping that she would find some romance.
Quill Grootslang, soon to be published in the songbook Affairs in Ancient Abir, Songs of Draconic Love. If I make it to Baldur's Gate with my manuscript, that is. I've prepared a dense manuscript of new love chants to be throat-sung in Timantha style. You probably don't know, but the Dragonborn clans arrange their children's marital unions. Love is considered irrelevant to egg duty. But I've never even been kissed, and I can't stop myself from dreaming. I don't think most of us stop hoping. Ever, really. Not even when duty stamps us down. And that's what the songbook's about. Lost, lingering love. Never acted on. Never spoken. I grew up smiling about my little secrets to myself. I would have been laughed at if I admitted to anyone how I felt. It is not our kind's way. But I have my whole life ahead of me. Things will be different now I'm on the Sword Coast. I can't wait for what is coming next.
You recall nothing of how you ended up here, but your head pounds and aches.
This person here, who is a flaming fist, the body of a flaming fist, and we found him in the jail cells of the murder tribunal in the last episode. He had this letter on him. Dear Quill, do you remember me? We spent a sweet evening chatting to one another after you gave a heart-stopping performance of the Nashkill Inn. When I was on a patrol tour, I heard you were headed to Baldur's Gate to get your songbook published, and I've pre-ordered my copy. If you do forgive a humble fist's boldness, I send you in writing what I wasn't bold enough to say on that night. Every one of your scales is a gem, your eyes shine brighter than your throat fire. Images of you have bested me since we met. You must have many suitors. As a scholar of love bards, that she didn't feel that was the case, but maybe when you get to the gates you'll meet me on one starry night in the Blushing Mermaid. The letter is clearly unfinished, the fist intending to write more before sending it. Yeah, but unfortunately they never did find their love. And then I've just got some cute things, some cute crystals which we found in the toll house, and a nice suit, a nice outfit so that he can get dressed all smart for her. She also didn't have any pants on, so maybe I need like another outfit for them, because I feel like they should be buried in like proper clothing. So maybe we can just jump in and find something nice for them to wear. I think one of these like sexy outfits would be nice for Quill. So yeah, we've got all the stuff to bury her, and Will should have on him, yeah, the little girl who we found in the vampire mansion, Cazador's palace, and you know, all the letters and things that we found explaining what was going on with her. So I'll kind of open those. You can pause and read them if you want to. But yeah, her father was trying to get her out and wasn't unfortunately able to. And I've also given her some teddy bears, which Karlach has donated. Karlach and Shadowheart have donated the teddy bears, and some holy water to protect her again from vampire-y type things. So we'll go ahead and we'll take them to the graveyard. Let me ungroup. Hang on, I'm just thinking how I'm going to do this. I'll ungroup Gale. Actually, do you know what? Who would like to come? I feel like let's ungroup Lae'zel, ungroup Minthara. They're not the most empathetic of all the people. And we'll take Karlach, and I think we'll take Astarion, because the little girl was found in Cazador's palace. So I think he can do right by her by taking her there as well.
At least
all right, let's head back. I forgot Dirge was wearing Sarabok's helmet. He looks like such a badass. He's so scary looking. Oh, I also want to kind of stop and touch this guy. Strange Beggar Lumbar. Speaking of zombies.
Come to have a go. Give it your best shot.
A lot of zombies around
An air
here.
of decay hangs over the stooped beggar's form. The smell of rot. The smell of death.
Gold first. Then you can hit me.
So, like, I feel like Dirge is like, I savoured the scent of death. Like, if you could bottle it and sell it, I would wear your cologne. So he's saying, give me some gold and then you can hit me, which I hate when people take advantage of, you know, people in desperate situations, and people lose that sense of dignity and, you know, the desire to be treated with respect and honour, because they are in such a desperate situation that they're willing to trade those things for money. And so to take advantage of that, I think, is a really nasty thing, which again is very interesting that they should put something like this in the game, because it really talks about, it presents a situation to the player where it's kind of like, how are you going to deal with this situation? Are you the sort of person who would be appalled by this, or are you the sort of person who'd be like, all right, here's the £15, let me hit you? Like, what kind of person are you as a player, right? And I think the game doesn't say anything's right or wrong, right? And I think there's humour in doing, again, not to judge people for the way they play, because I think there is humour in doing the wrong thing in games. For example, like the old GTA games. GTA, stop firing people who are unionising. I don't agree with your decision and I'm not going to play your game until that issue is resolved. That's a thing for a different day. Anyway, the old GTA games, I think it's really fun to do things that you're not allowed to do or that you wouldn't do in real life. I'm a very, very moral person, but I have a lot of fun causing chaos in GTA games. So I don't think it makes you a bad person if you make bad choices in a computer game. I think there's humour in doing the wrong thing, but yeah, and I like that Baldur's Gate doesn't judge you for your choices. There's consequences to your actions, but the game doesn't moralise, which I think is a good thing. It just presents moral things, right, for you to either engage with or not engage with. Anyway, I don't know if I can do Dirge's voice. It might make me cough. Although this was how I was talking when my voice started to come back, it was so deep. I was like, hello, hello, is it me you're looking for? A strange way to earn your keep. Do many take you up on this?
Plenty. Lots of angry people in this city. No one else to take it out on. Go on. You seem like you've something pent up.
Maybe he enjoys it. Maybe he's like...
So, you having a go or not?
Maybe he's like the guy in Little Shop of Horrors who likes the dentist. What is that? He's like a masochist, is it, or something? What's it called where you like paid? Dirge is... We're doing redemption, Dirge, so he's going to say... And he's got Karlach with him. And Will, he's like, of course I'm not going to hit you.
Then move. Let someone else have a go.
I wish we had the option to just give him money without hitting him and be like, look, here's the £15. He looks like if he got hit a lot, he looks like he would fall apart. He doesn't look like he's got a lot
How many die
holding
today?
him together. Have the companions been chatting and I missed
Die
it?
tomorrow.
Excuse me, no, I don't think they have. What? No companion chat? The slow walk drives me crazy, but it does look really cool. It's like sometimes you want to be encumbered just to get the cool walk, you know? Like, here we go again.
Take it up with 9 fingers.
9 fingers. I knew it.
Hello. Nice day for a walk.
Even better when she gets to shut them up.
9 fingers sounds scary, man. Okay, let's go to one of the first graves. So we've got this one here. And then where was the other one that we had? This one here as well. There's also this one down here. let's put somebody in here. Why is it taking us so long to get here? Here we go. Will, do you want to do the honours?
Never enough.
I think we'll put the girl in here. Okay. Here we go. And at least, like, give her a nice little burial. There we are. Actually, it might be nice if we put... No, I'm going to leave the teddy bears in there. No. I want to put one on top. I want to put one on top. Yeah. Like that. Oh, I don't know. I like doing... It's such an unnecessary thing to do, but I like doing right by people. And do you know what? I think we'll put Quill here. Oh no, that one's still red. Okay. How about this one? Is this one red? That one's red as well. Ah, damn. Okay, I think this one's nice. The one that's under the willow tree.
M. Kerwin. Treasured.
Let me crouch.
I know that name.
Did I get caught?
It was in a courier's note. Something about settling matters with 9 fingers.
I did get caught. Hang on. Exit turbo mode.
All right. Time to skulk about. Out of sight.
Who's looking at me? Stop looking at me. Mind your own business. Yes, can I help you? Okay.
Softer than a whisper.
Excuse me, sorry. Okay. So here we go. So we've got the guard, Quill, and all these things. And we'll pop everything in here. So I feel like we've given them a decent funeral. Do we have like a little... I mean, she was a throat singer, right? So she didn't particularly play any instruments. But do you know what? Maybe we'll put... I can't say it. Lehala's lute on there. Because that's what we got off Alfera. And Quill died so that Alfera could live. So I feel like Lehala's lute, who was Alfera's teacher, is an appropriate offering there to mark the grave. So there we go. I think that's more or less it for the day. I think we've done everything we needed to do. So I'm probably just going to head back to camp now and call it a day. And I don't think there's any extra kind of like cutscenes or anything that we're missing out on, and we've got plenty of health left, so I don't think we need to have a long rest right now. But I think what we're going to do in the next... Are you okay there? Why are you glitching out? I think what we're going to do in the next video is probably explore Jaheira's storyline a little bit. Maybe see if we can find Jaheira's old home. Maybe go and check it with Nine Fingers. See who's hanging around there. If there's any familiar faces hanging around in Nine Fingers' hideout. And see where we go from there. Maybe explore Jaheira's storyline a little bit. Maybe investigate the Stone Lord, and yeah, meet me for that video. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm sorry again for such a long wait and such a gap with my videos. I literally couldn't record because, I mean, I could have recorded, but I couldn't have done any, I couldn't have spoke. So maybe some of you are like, do you know what, Cinderella, I could do with you speaking less, actually. But that's it. I'm gonna finish the rest of my sandwich and edit this video. So I'm totally off schedule at the moment. I can't promise I'm going to put anything up at any time, but I am still going to continue Baldur's Gate Expedition 33, and I am still interested in making Sims videos for the time being. So watch out for those, and yeah, please support me as and when I'm able to upload videos. I appreciate your faces. Leave a like if you like, subscribe if you haven't yet already, all that good stuff, and I will see you again soon. Bye, friends.
Call me a
I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. no negotiations. It's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. They call me
Is this part of the show? Praise the Absolute.